Hi, my name is Trilby Black, and I'm the author of Finnegan's Wake. So, to celebrate National Read Aloud Day, I'd like to read you an excerpt from my novel. It's about a girl called Rain, who's the daughter of two secret agents who keep America safe from terrorist attacks. Or do they? The two radical anarchists blinked when I shone the flashlight in their faces. Their hands were bound, and they couldn't shade their eyes. I waved the light at them experimentally, and they blinked. Mom had pulled off a dirt road and driven for ages. Now that we were in the darkness of the forest and my eyes had adjusted, it wasn't so featureless and terrifying. I was actually pretty excited. There was loads of opportunity to steer the car around here. Maybe Mom would let me do the pedals too. Then Mom opened the trunk, and I saw what was causing all the thumps. Jesus, you'd think even radical anarchists would retire once they hit about 75 or so, but not these guys. I guess evil runs deep. I had to help them out. The woman couldn't stand at first. Mom wouldn't touch them. She stayed back with the gun while I helped the old lady stay upright. She smelled medicinal and foul, like a bathroom. "You don't have to do this," the old man said. "Walk," Mom ordered, "down that trail." They looked into the darkness. She prodded them in. "I know you're afraid of the police," the old man said, "but I'm telling you, we don't have to involve them. We have a man. Hank," the woman cut in. "Yes, Hank. Our grounds manager. Get in contact with him and he'll sort it all out. He can sort anything out." "Walk," my mom said in a flat voice. "I'm not kidding. However much money you want, Hank can get it to you. He'll take it straight out of our accounts," the lady added. "You think we care about money?" I asked. "Shush," Mom told me. "If this isn't about money, you two are even sicker than I thought," the man said. "You're the sick people. Planning to flood the Capitol building with chlorine gas? Don't you know there's a daycare in the basement?" "Planning to what?" The old man sure looked surprised, but he wasn't. "Don't play innocent. We know all about your plans." The old man shook his head. "Honey, you've been told a pack of lies. You've been under observation for months by super reliable agents, so shut up and walk." For a while, there was no sound except the crackle of leaves and twigs under our feet. Then the man twisted around to look at his wife. "Doris," he said, "what did you mean? He can take it straight out of our accounts." She sighed. "I mean, I made Hank a signatory, Agnew. We talked about that." "We talked about making him a signatory on the housekeeping account." "Yes," she said, "that's right. You said accounts as in plural." "Well," she said, her voice going a bit high and trembly, "I thought he could sort out some other stuff too. He's so good at sorting out stuff." "What other stuff?" "Well, he said he had a way of moving money around that made it look like—" "Christ, Doris, we already have an accountant." "Accountants won't do the things he said he could sort out." Her voice trailed off, and I could sense her shoulders shaking. She was putting a lot of weight on my shoulder, and the smell was suffocating. I felt trapped. Slowly we passed under the trees, just a few thickening clouds visible between the branches. Almost all the leaves had fallen for winter now. Just one or two hanging on. "Agnew?" "What?" he snapped. It couldn't have been Hank. Whoever snatched us knew the night code for the alarm. A pause, and then Agnew said, "He knew it." "You gave him the night code?" "He's the one who suggested we get one. I mean, damn it all to hell, I just told him to take care of it." "That's why she doesn't care if you offer her money, Agnew," Doris sniffed. It sounded like her nose was really running. "She's with him." "What?" "They've already got our money. Now she just needs to finish the job." Agnew started to tremble. I could sense it made Mom nervous. She lifted the gun and prodded him, but the touch of the barrel on his back triggered some animal instinct that caused him to break for it. He crashed through the bushes, disappearing into the shadows and becoming nothing more than a delocalized sound of panic in the dark. Mom crashed after him, cursing. For a while. Then we heard Agnew give a sudden, despairing shout that was cut off by a splash. The old lady flinched. "God's sake, what was that?" "A quarry," I told her. I'd have to expected it. I recognized where we were now. Dad had taken us out here picnicking a few times. The woods were full of old quarries, flooded. I'd been attacked by mosquitoes and grumpy at the time, but I now understood how good an agent my dad was. Always planning ahead, always professional, always thinking, even when he was on a family picnic. This looks like the perfect place to off someone. Mom stopped her pursuit. then gingerly took a few steps forward, shining the flashlight into the water. But I didn't rate his chances. His hands were bound behind his back. You know, you're both wrong, I told Doris. It's not about the money. It's about fighting evil. You really believe what you told me? She looked away. Tears were pouring down her cheeks and mucus coated the old lady mustache on her upper lip. She wiggled her face like it tickled, but it was stuck fast. She could not wipe away this indignity with her hands bound. Oh, Agnes, she muttered. What a pair of fools we were. The bushes crackled. Mom was coming back. The woman looked at me with urgency. All right, she said. How about if I admit it? I admit everything. Agnew and I planned to blow up the Capitol. We're communists, red as they come. Anarchists, I corrected her. Yes, anarchists, whatever. It's all true. But here's the thing. If you take me back, I'll sing like a bird. Really, I said? We weren't acting alone. Loads of us planned to blow stuff up. Not just in Nashville. We have plans for all 50 states. If you take me back, I'll give up the ringleaders. Okay, wow, I'm glad you see the error of your ways. Of course, honey. Look, could you just maybe loosen these, just as a show of faith? I reached down and began to pick at her knots. Mom took her by the shoulder and started to drag her away. Mom, wait! She has information she has to tell us. Mom wasn't listening. She dragged the woman to the edge. Mom, wait! This is important! Somehow, Doris's hands got loose, and with a banshee scream, she scratched at Mom, broke the skin, pulled out handfuls of her hair. One shot of the gun, and the scream faltered. Another shot, a push, and a splash, and the old anarchist's wail was submerged forever. Mom crashed through the undergrowth to me. She tried to give me a hug. I pulled away. You blew a big chance to save the kids. I followed instructions. Remember Chicago, do you? Her voice was breathless, harsh. We follow instructions, Rain. Our job is not to question. But the anarchists. Stop questioning me, Rainbow. You are a stupid, stupid little girl and a bad secret agent. You have no idea how the world works. I felt my confidence fold in at once like a house of cards. She was right, of course. Because I'd loosened the enemy's bonds, Mom had almost been pulled into the quarry, too. I felt the sobs well up in my chest. Mom, I ran into her arms. She held me and stroked my hair. Shush, Rainbow, shush. Somewhere, someone else is taking care of the other bombs. I let her hold me. I wished you didn't have to kill them, though. Me neither, she said quietly. She started to tremble, slow at first, but it grew in strength until her bones were shaking helplessly with the cadence of a jackhammer. It doesn't matter, she kept on saying. It doesn't matter what I've just done. The important thing is, he won't hurt you now. I'd always been unsatisfied with her reasoning. Chalked it up to another bizarre failing in my mom. Even at 11, it was clear to me that the frail old anarchist could not have done me any harm. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for listening.